I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it, I feel it. I can...
Good day, good day, good day. Hello. Welcome to the Football Power Hour. Welcome to What's Trending. My name is Botswana Papi. This is a lovely Thursday, right? No, Wednesday, hump day. Happy hump day. So I hope that you are humping all your problems and challenges and you're not letting them hump you. So shout out to you for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. And today we're going to talk about some of the news that are trending in football today at this very moment. There's a lot of people talking, obviously, about the fact that just based off of the Champions League action yesterday, Manchester City losing to Bordeaux Glare. It makes me happy to just say that because actually they say Man City don't even know which team they lost to. Is it Bordeaux or is it Glimt? They literally were bamboozled in the Champions League, and it was just nice to see. I'll tell you why. We'll talk more a little bit about it and talk about the fact that what does this mean to consecutive losses for Pep Guardiola in a season where Manchester City have been looking fragile and not as dominant as convincing as other seasons before. So we'll unpack that and dive deeper into it. And the other talking point for today is the Arsenal Football Club. Shout out to Arsenal Football Club for yesterday's emphatic win versus Inter Milan. We watched the game here on the channel, and my God, Mikel Arteta.
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it, I feel it. He's cooking.
He's cooking something, and it kind of smells a little different this year. And the question for the show today as well is, will Arsenal slow down? We are asking this, obviously. We're looking at the fact that Arsenal is literally the team we're playing this weekend. So what does this mean? Are they going? Who's dead, really?
Them dead.
Is it going to be Man United or is it going to be Arsenal? I want to know your opinion on that as we build up to this game. We'll do a proper preview, obviously, but the more conversation is more on the Arsenal front. Remember, this is the Football Power Hour, not the Man United Power Hour. So you need to put your football hats on and your footballing brains on and just talk about Arsenal. I want to have this conversation about Arsenal. They really look different this year. They really look different. And that win versus Inter Milan is a little bit telling of what it feels like they're cooking this season, because Inter Milan is no easy team. They are the current leaders of Serie A. So if we look at the fact that when was the last time Manchester United won at the Emirates? I can promise you it's more than 7 years ago. Matter of fact, it's probably during the Jesse Lingard Millie Rock celebration, if I'm not mistaken. So will Manchester United be able to break this record? It's kind of crazy. Big up to you if you're just tuning in. I want to say some shout outs really before we go into the show. Shout out to Jerry. Shout out to you, Jerry, in the building. Say, how are you doing today? Oh, thank you for asking, Jerry. I'm doing good. A little under the weather. I don't know if you can smell. If you can hear that my nose is a little clogged. So I'm drinking some tea. Definitely have lost my sense of smell. So it's not COVID. Because COVID, apparently you can't taste and you can't smell, right? So I don't know. It's just probably also that it's just hella cold. It's very cold right now in Boston, Massachusetts. My God, if you want to know the temperature, I think it was like minus 10 degrees Celsius yesterday. Yeah, it's minus 8 degrees Celsius right now, or that's 18 degrees Fahrenheit. So, yeah, we struggling out here. But thank you for asking, Jerry. I appreciate you for tuning in on Twitch, by the way. Barkley Jerry, nice name. And come to YouTube. Come to the YouTube side. Football Power Hour is the name of the channel. Big up to you, Yale, in the building. Say that again, please. I think Yale was talking about the Manchester City tears. Has anybody seen Pep Guardiola? Has anybody seen the fraudulent one? And also, what's his name? The cyborg, Erling Haaland. I loved reading this. There was an article that I saw. It was almost like Haaland was imploding, Let me see if I can find that little Haaland was saying it was embarrassing, an embarrassing loss. He called his team out, really. He says for me personally, I love to see Erling Haaland tears. I love to see Cherki tears because these two players had some things to say about Manchester United. Erling Haaland, when he was getting signed for Man City, they had a little parade and they're giving speeches or whatever. They're welcoming Erling Haaland, and they asked him, which team do you look forward to scoring against? Which team do you look forward to scoring against? And he said, Manchester United. And it was at that moment.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
I just literally was like, I hate you, but now I hate you even more. So this is why me enjoying Erling Haaland, talking about the fact that they were embarrassing, having a meltdown, slamming Manchester City, saying that loss to Bodo Glimt was shambolic. I love to see it. And as for Cherki, I believe he said something about let me even not misquote him. What did he say? He said even Patrice Evra had something to say to Cherki, after we beat them. Patrice Evra was saying, you know what? Take that. Because this is what Cherki said. He vowed to kill Manchester United. He said, I don't like Manchester United won the game against Lyon because I am Lyonnaise. Now I'm waiting for the game to kill them.
Them dead, them dead, them dead, them dead, them dead.
Who's dead now? Ryan Shekri. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name properly. And quite frankly, I'm not interested. Because them two guys had something specific to say about our club. So, yeah. Shout out to you, by the way, Kenny Fen TV, Vegeta in the building, Doctor in the house. Oh my God. Vegeta, listen, sometimes I'm going to talk impartial, trying to be impartial. My Man United bias will always trickle in. But just so you know, for the future, sometimes it's the football power hour, man, not the Man United power hour. You know, I want to have conversations sometimes where it's just a stream where there's nothing Manchester United and we're just talking a different Premier League club or a different La Liga club. That's my dream and hope anyway for this space, that it grows and becomes that kind of forum. And I appreciate all the Manchester United family that is here, but I want you to know, so you don't feel the way Vegeta feels sometimes. There was going off on KG stream. I was watching KG stream from yesterday, but it feels like there was so many bets made today as well as Mongezi. Mongezi was probably acting reckless. Shit's Creek. Yo. All right, give it a shot then. Vegeta. Yes, this is football talk. Anyway, so let's actually look at what's going on, what's trending in the world of football. We might as well start with where we like to start usually in this show, with the man, the legend himself, Mr. Romano. Aston Villa asked for Ruben Loftus-Cheek exit conditions, initial talks after Kamara injury. We praised Aston Villa's ambition yesterday. We praised Aston Villa's ambition yesterday, and it's again on display today. They're asking for Ruben Loftus-Cheek's exit conditions. Talk about a club with ambition. They're seeing that, listen, Champions League football is within distance. How many games do we have left? Is it 16? Just imagine 16 games. Surely Manchester United has to be thinking about something. Otherwise, I'll be so disappointed. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, Jack Grealish, oh my God, will be out for 3 months with stress fracture in his foot.
Jesus is Lord.
12 weeks out for Everton star, as tests made today confirm long break and major blow for Everton. Stress fracture in his foot. My God. At least he can have a beer while he is elevated his foot. Fabrizio also says John Philippe Mateta and his camp have informed Crystal Palace about the desire to leave the club. Yo! Opportunity. Manchester United, please do something. Following talks with Aston Villa and Juventus, Mateta hopes for January move, with decision now in Palace's hands. Negotiations remain ongoing. I mean, if we can definitely get rid of Joshua Zirkzee, I wouldn't mind having Mateta in the team, you know. Question is, Mateta, what does he think of Man United? He's having talks with Juventus and having talks with Aston Villa. Probably Juventus is the best destination for him. But SLD says Juve have pulled out of the Mateta deal. Whoa. What in the January saga is going on? There is drama at Palace. The ship is sinking. Crystal Palace is in the mud. Somebody please check on Rich. Where's my phone? Eagle Eye Football. Should we give Rich a call? I haven't talked to Rich this year, you know. Maybe we'll plan a little stream with him. Let's see. Rich. What is going on with his team? Like the manager leaving, Gehi leaving. The mass exodus. What is going on? SLD says we should say Happy New Year. So he probably won't pick up because he's had enough of life. Yo,
teacher, give me about 10 minutes.
Okay, all right. Sorry, teacher. Sorry. Damn, you gonna answer the call when you're teaching? Rich is one of them teachers. How are you gonna answer the call when you're teaching? Just ignore the damn thing, man. I feel sorry for the parents that have paid money for this. If they're paying for Rich to teach and he's picking up phone calls, crazy. Anyway, Juventus have pulled out apparently, according to SLD, but Fabrizio said something different. So you pick who you believe. But one thing for sure is that there's something going on at Crystal Palace, and we're talking about what would be the best destination for John Philippe Mateta. If I was him, do you go to Aston Villa or Juve? Actually, Aston Villa is actually good, you know, because you could mess around and win the league, you know. But him at Juventus would be interesting. Him at Juventus would be interesting. Juve is the easy way out, says Young Papi, but Vegeta believes Aston Villa would be the way to go. And yeah, Mateta will be there when it's this big decision moment. I think this next few days, next 7 days, you know, he's got to make sure that this decision is the right decision because it's probably his last big contract. So, yeah, that is what's going on with John Philippe Mateta. Moving on. Ryan to Bournemouth. Ladies and gentlemen, it is official.
Here we go.
Ryan to Bournemouth. Deal verbally agreed in principle for Brazilian winger to join Bournemouth from Vasco. Who is Ryan? He's a winger from Brazil. Last time we had a winger from Brazil, it was Anthony Dos Santos. So anyway, let's see if Bournemouth can do the Brazilian gamble and get a good winger. We'll see if Ryan will cook or not. We will be there. Vinicius Jr., his back and forth telenovela dramatic relationship with Real Madrid, it keeps on unfolding, but with the latest being Vinicius Jr. says he wants to stay at Real Madrid for a long time. He's talking about my renewal. I have another year left. We're very relaxed. I trust the president. He trusts me. We have a very good relationship. We will sort things out in the right time. No hurry. From Vinicius Jr. Should he leave? Or should he try and stay? I don't know if Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe feels like Bruno and Cunha in a weird way. Let me explain. Vinicius has carried Real Madrid. He's somebody that feels like I have credit in the bank. Right? You've been a player that probably at one point you should have won the Ballon d'Or with how you helped Real Madrid in some of the most dramatic comebacks in the Champions League, for example. And you've been an instrumental player for the Galacticos. And then here comes poster boy Kylian Mbappe, who people also like. And they actually some people like more than you as Vinicius because he's got a bigger following. He's a World Cup winner. He's played also at, not just at Monaco, but Paris Saint-Germain. And he is easily the most powerful football player in the world right now. You could make that statement and qualify it about Kylian Mbappe. And now you are having to sort of adjust your ego and adjust your position in the group. Because sometimes there was moments where Real Madrid were like, we're just going to defend, give the ball to Vini. He'll figure it out with Benzema, and Rodrigo will chip in every now and then. And that's how Real Madrid got through games. But now they're in a position where now Kylian Mbappe is here. The balance is a little bit reshuffled. Should Vinicius Jr. try and figure it out and work with Mbappe, or will he, pack his bags and go look for a different challenge? He surely can't go to Barcelona. If anything, if he's one of those players that will be scared of Premier League, he should go to like Bundesliga. Go to Bayern Munich. So we'll be watching that one with an interesting, curious eye because the story of Vinicius Jr. Staying at Real Madrid would be big, would be huge if he stays. But then also it will be even a bigger deal to figure out where Vinicius Jr. goes next. Because he's still a quality player. But the question is, his quality doesn't feel like it shines when Mbappe is there. And there's a little bit of an ego negotiation that needs to happen. And that's why I was comparing that with the team dynamics of, say, Bruno Fernandes, who's been the person that's been carrying the team. And then here comes in Cunha, who's used to carrying the team elsewhere. And now it's like, okay, who's going to actually properly carry the team? How? It's always weird to try and figure out team dynamics and team negotiations because one situation that works somewhere is not necessarily going to work at another place. We deserve better. I said Bundesliga, not Bundesliga. Shout out to you, ATS Travel says, here comes Cunha. Oh, my days. Yeah, he's certainly a very, 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 very good player. But I'm talking about Cunha. But he needs to figure out how to work with Bruno Fernandes, in my opinion. Anyway, moving on to what else is trending. It's more Vinicius talk, more Vinicius. He must have done a lengthy interview with TNT Sports because there is just so many Vinicius Junior bombas that I will skim past. Mikel Arteta confirms Ethan Nwaneri is set to leave Arsenal on loan. He's probably not playing the minutes he deserves. We have a massive talent here and we need to look after him, says Mikel Arteta, after sending Nwaneri on loan. Speaking of Marseille. Olympic Marseille is playing today, you know. We gotta do a watch along for that. De Zerbi ball versus slot ball. Which one is superior?
We will be there. We will be there.
Zerbi ball. Because guys, let's do a quick poll. Roberto De Zerbi for permanent manager for Manchester United. Who says no? Roberto De Zerbi as permanent manager for Manchester United. It's Roberto, right? Roberto De Zerbi as permanent. I want to know what you think. Yes or no? Hell to the no or hell to the yes? Roberto De Zerbi to be manager of Manchester United. Joe Blackman says, yeah, is this how you really feel? Really?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
What about Roberto De Zerbi actually, you know, what about Roberto De Zerbi actually elevating his game and we see the best of De Zerbi at Manchester United? Have you thought about that? Interesting. Kind reminder to hit the like button, by the way. If you're just tuning in, thank you. Big up yourself for being here. Let's finish the what's trending section of transfer updates, so we get to the main topic that I want to talk about. Okay, so kindly also make your voice heard in the poll. I want to know if you rate De Zerbi or not. I want to know what you think about him. As we said, Olympique Marseille is playing Liverpool today. Please join me for that watch along. We gotta be there. We gotta be there for that. Gabriel Jesus won man of the match for Arsenal versus Inter. We will talk about this as we pivot the conversation back to Arsenal. But before Arsenal, yeah, not too much. Let's see if David Ornstein has anything for us, and then we move on. Yeah, Ornstein Bombas is all about Mateta. It's all about Jack Grealish and Ethan Nwaneri, which we have covered on this show today. So, you know what? It's time to talk about the fraudulent one, a.k.a. Mr. Pep Guardiola. The man who whose ship seems to be sinking. Oh, Rich is calling back. Why do you call back when I say the ship is sinking? What's going on, Rich, with your team, bro? What's going on?
I don't want to talk about it.
Nah, Rich, nah, man. I'm listen. Happy
It's a mess. Mateta now says he wants to leave. He can go. Anyone that doesn't be there, they can go.
But now who's gonna stay? It seems like everybody's leaving, bro.
Everyone's going. And listen, if you're a betting person, next year, put us down for relegation.
Really?
Yeah, next season, yeah.
You think you guys are gonna get relegated next season?
Yeah, because I doubt we're going to get a manager that would want to be with this board, because this board don't spend money.
Yeah.
When you think about it, as a manager, you're going to come in and think, why did Glasner leave? The club showed no ambition. So what's the point of me signing?
Do you think why are you guys in this position? Who's to blame?
The board. The board is 100% to blame.
So yeah, Steve Parrish out.
Oh yeah, I've been like for a long time. Him and all his billionaire cronies that don't want to spend money. So Yeah. They can all go. Because look, Glasgow wins the FA Cup,
Yeah.
and all we've done since then is sell our best players.
But is it Glasner that's selling, or is it the board? Because like the thing is, it's a little bit like this for me. I think Glasner was transparent with you guys. Apparently, he mentioned a long time ago that like he's gonna leave, right, in December or something like that. This is not news for you guys.
But you know, I'm gonna have to shout you in the evening. So something's just come up at school.
Okay. All right. Handle business. Thank you for calling in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, bro.
I'm gonna shout you in the evening, 100%.
For sure, my guy. He didn't even know we're live, by the way. That's Eagle Eye Football. I'm glad he didn't say anything out of line.
Good. Shout out the whole the chat and everyone, man. Shout them out. Now, it's a shame because we couldn't have a proper chat about it.
Yes. We'll talk.
All right, big up.
We'll talk, broski. That's Eagle Eye Football, guys. Make sure you check out Eagle Eye Football. My brother Rich, he supports Crystal Palace. He definitely needs a sub. He needs a little uplifting right now. He sounds so defeatist. He says next year they're gonna get relegated. Wow. Damn. He's Mateta and Glasner out. Swap deal. Ugarte for Watton. They would laugh at us, SLD, if we came up with that suggestion. But we were talking about the ship sinking, and then that's when Rich called because the Crystal Palace ship is sinking. But the other ship that's sinking is Manchester City's ship. My God. Guys. Yesterday, Bodo Glimt beat Man City. Bodo scored 2, and then Glimt scored 1 to make it 3-1 Bodo Glimt. Rodri also got a red card in the 62nd minute. So, to be fair, Bodo Glimt scored that 3 goals before Rodri got the red card. So they don't even have an excuse. Not only this, they played the Man United away, you know. They got Man United DNA in them. Not only is Man City like struggling versus Bodo Glimt, we know that obviously Carrick did his thing versus them. We beat them 2-0, but there is a conversation that needs to be had about Pep Guardiola. The fact that he's lost his aura. He just looks like,
well, the better team won.
It was him after Michael Carrick schooled him.
Well, the better team won. They have something I didn't have.
How come you don't have the thing you had, Pep? Where's that Man City that used to be steamrolling teams? That Man City that by January, they've really figured out that groove and are going full force chasing Arsenal. Right now, I'm blaming Man City if Arsenal win the league because Man City are literally handing it over to them without even actually giving them competition. The team that actually feels like are here to compete with Man City is Aston Villa. Pep Guardiola, something is going wrong with Guardiola's tactics, with Guardiola's team. It feels like they're not tracking back as much as they used to. It feels like they're not playing with as much intensity as they used to. There is something fundamentally problematic that's going on, and these 2 games exemplify that. And it's not just the 2 games because they're losses. When you actually look back at the fact that 3 or 4 games ago, they drew versus Brighton 1-1 at the Etihad. If it was at the Amex Stadium, it would be maybe a different conversation. But Man City are on a falling downward spiral, and I love it. I'm here for it. It feels like somebody was right when he said eras come to an end. We Deserve Better says, as long as City and Liverpool don't win, I don't care. So you'd rather have Arsenal win it. We Deserve Better. Interesting. I want to know your thoughts on this. Will Pep Guardiola revive his sinking ship? Is he just in a little bit of a turbulence? Because Rodri got that red card, and I think it's because he's frustrated. Rodri does not look like the same Rodri. And actually, Kobe put Rodri as well in his pocket, you know. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know like what's going on. If it's because the back line, maybe he has a lot of injuries. I think maybe that's the one reason that Pep Guardiola can cry on and say, I have an extensive injury list. The fact that Nunes, Guardiola, Diaz, players that are really important in that back line are injured. So maybe he can cry on that hill. I don't know. I want to know. Maybe it's one of those things where if Guardiola comes back, then Man City will start having a little bit of that defensive solidity that they've been lacking. But there is something fundamentally wrong, or something that is just not going right at Man City. And I want to pose the question today to you. Is Pep Guardiola finished? Is he washed, as some people are saying? Or do you think he will bring it back? The link is in the chat if anybody wants to call in. Because we are transitioning into, will Arsenal do the thing? Will the Arsenal slow down, or will they keep steamrolling teams? Because I've been looking right now, trying to see the last time Arsenal lost. And my God, it seems like it's early December, you know. That was the last time. I'm trying to see. That's the last time Arsenal lost. Unless I'm misreading these results. Let's see one more time. They beat Inter 3-1, drew with Forest, beat Chelsea, beat Portsmouth, beat Bournemouth, drew with Liverpool at the Emirates, beat Villa, beat Brighton, beat Palace, beat Everton, beat Wolves. They beaten everybody. Or drawing with everybody if they can't beat them. I'm worried. I want to know. We Deserve Better. Come clarify your statement. Are you okay with Arsenal winning this Premier League title? Let's talk to Pav in the building. What's up, Pav?
Yo.
Listen.
Listen.
Oh man, first of all, yesterday we were enjoying Pep Guardiola tears, and the first question is like, do you think Pep Guardiola will actually revive Man City? Do you think he'll get fired?
Yeah, reviving shit, bruv. He's got a better chance of reviving his fucking hair on his bald head, bruv. Let's be honest.
Oh God, this is the day after he injured himself. You know what? He should have left Man City after the treble.
Yeah.
Like after you complete the treble, because this is ruining your legacy.
I think it went downhill since his missus dumped him.
Oh, it's the wait. I thought they were back together, bro.
I don't know. I don't know. The last I heard about this guy, his missus left him, divorced him, and one of the reasons was because this guy's won't fucking leave England. So there's only a certain amount of patience you can have. Like if you're someone who's brought up in Spain or whatever, You want to go back there, better climate and everything, surroundings for them. Surrounded by like crackheads on every other corner ain't great. So, you know,
justice for Miss Guardiola, you know. Yeah, man. But Rep Up says they're back together. So that's crazy, man.
Maybe he's told, maybe, I don't know, maybe he's told her that he's going to quit City. There's been all that talk for about a year now. So this season might be his last season. Hopefully he leaves trophyless. But I also don't want Arsenal to win the league, but there's no one else there to challenge him. So they're taking the league. But the talk I hate is Arsenal fans talking about doing a treble or a quadruple, because it can happen. The way they're moving around in Champions League, it's frightening, because they've just got all these defenders, set pieces, and they could get quite far. They almost got there last year, and obviously it was PSG with the.
Oh, was it PSG?
PSG knocked them out last year.
Oh yes, Bayern was the year prior.
Bayern Munich lost to them this year. So
yeah,
it's gonna take a special team to kick them out. But I can't have them doing it. I don't even want them to win any domestic cups, because I don't want them to brag about, oh, we did a cup treble, or you know, I can't listen to that shit. Yeah, the fan base with the loudest mouths are them, and you'll never hear the end of it. So we need one of the other teams to pull up in the FA Cup. You need Chelsea to do their job in the Carabao Cup, but even if they got knocked out of that, all you hear is, we don't really care. We don't care about that cup. But you attend the matches to go watch it, and if you got to the final, you'd be running around like a bunch of headless chickens to try and get a ticket, even though you don't care about that cup. But they weren't there. The news is dead for a matter around Man United. Other than that, we've agreed a deal for a TV series with Lionsgate to talk about. I think it's the entire history of Man United. So there's like a program that is called The Crown. So they're kind of doing it like that, where it's going to be like a drama-based thing. That's what I read anyway, but that's the only United news. So they're making money out of that, and apparently they're going to make royalties out of that. So that's the only thing about Man United. Other than that, transfer news is dead.
For sure, bro. Like, do you know? Mazraoui should be available for selection versus Arsenal. Do you start him?
Yeah, I've just got a feeling that Carrick won't start him though. I think he's going to stick with Delo and Shaw. I think he sticks with the same team.
But you,
maybe one change.
If you were the manager, what would you do?
I'd make sure Delo don't fucking play.
Justice for Dallo. Get out of here, Pav. Dallo got a yellow, but then he made amends, guys. Come on, man. Justice for Diogo Dallo. Bali Tech, big up yourself, man.
Yo, big up to everybody in the chat. This is the Football Power Hour show.
Come on. What are you saying, broski?
Yeah, it's looking a bit sticky for City right now, but I still think they're going to win the league, you know. I don't rate Arsenal. The strikers are hardly scoring any goals. Okay. Yeah, the goals have been spread around the team, but I still think that it's unsustainable. And the minute they get a little bit of lack of confidence as a team, I think everything will start slipping away, because the strikers ain't confident. The wingers ain't confident. Who's really confident there? If everybody's scoring and the highest scorer got like 5 goals, can you really say there's a certified marksman there? Not really. And City, as far as I'm concerned, right now they got a defensive crisis. Yes. What did they do? What did they do by addressing their defensive crisis? They add more to their attack, and they go and sign Mark Gahey. Now, even though Gahey like is not the be all and the end all, he will provide some much needed experience to that back line. You see, that back line is mostly full of kids right now. So he's going to go in there, replace one of the kids, and then at least whatever kid he's playing next to, he can at least coach him in the game and tell him what to do until Ruben Diaz comes back, or I think Vardiel's got a broken leg, so I'm not sure if he's going to come back in this campaign. But
no, he comes back in early May. Guardiola comes back in early May.
Yeah, so I think for me, the firepower that they got going forward, they'll figure it out.
Yeah,
and then they'll start blasting teams away again. And I think at one point we said, they're over-reliant on Haaland, but then they've gone and signed a goal-scoring winger in Semenyo. You know, Jeremy Doku is still flying past people by all accounts the last time I checked.
Yeah.
Ryan Cherky is having a pretty good debut season.
Yeah.
So is Reinders. Right now they're having a bad little patchy bit of form. But I think once Gahey asserts himself with the ballers, then I think it's just going to be business as usual. I don't rate Arsenal, never have, especially under Arteta. The amount of times I see them leading the Premier League for like 95% of the campaign, and then City coming at the end, maybe 5 or 6 games to go, snatches the thing. I won't be surprised if something similar like that happens. And when City start winning, and I'm saying winning for real, they won't be stopped. And I can see games where Arsenal don't lose, but they don't win. And that not losing but not winning is where you lose the title. That's my personal opinion on Arsenal, obviously. Yeah.
But they're not they're a very difficult team to beat, and they make it such that they out what's the word? Tire you as the opponent, And a team like that is man, it's just so annoying to play against. And I feel like that's why that method works in the Premier League. If you're trying to win the league, that method.
If you're getting a bag of draws.
Arsenal have the reasons why they've fallen short sometimes. It's like they didn't have the depth attacking wise, and this season they've changed that, right? They've always had the very good defense. Like the last 3 seasons, they've always been the team with the best defense and conceding the least amount of goals and so forth. The last 3 seasons in the Premier League, Arsenal have been doing that. And this season, that defense is still maintaining, but now they've addressed the problem of depth in the midfield, depth in offense. So,
all right. Well, you've made your point, but they have a striker that has a diabolical first touch. Yeah, they have
form. He's starting to catch form. Gyökeres,
he's still diabolical. He's still diabolical. Yeah, that was in the Champions League. That was in the Champions League. Well, what about him?
He can make an argument that Gabriel Jesus should start on Sunday. He's in form.
All right, so let him start. Let him start then, and then let's see what he does. That's what I'm trying to say, yeah? I'm not going to overhype this team. I've seen this team do this type of stuff before, yeah? They make you think something's about to happen and nothing happens, yeah? It's like you like a bird, she gives you a chance, you get excited, you finish straight away, and then she's like, rah, you're a waste of time. And I think that's Arsenal, bro. That is Arsenal, a team that's a waste of time, bro. You get me? So at the end of the day, the way I see it is they're gonna draw. They're gonna draw, and City's gonna win, and that's gonna be the difference between winning the title and losing the title. And also, I still think they got to play each other again, and that will be where the confidence gets dragged out of them when they lose to City in their own one-on-one. And there's not, in my opinion, there's not so many points difference. So you lose a game and then it's like, City are kind of in it. They draw a game and City win a game then it's like squeaky bum time. So I don't really, unless Arsenal start seriously moving away from Man City, I think the Man City has been one of the few teams in history of the Premier League that have shown that you need to be so far ahead of them to win the league. Because if the points difference is minimal, there's a higher chance that you're not going to win the league. So whilst people can only see what's in front of them now, and what's in front of them now is Arsenal on top of the Premier League. That's all people see. So they're like, yeah, Arsenal's going to win the league. But me personally, I have the foresight to know that there are some yellow baby scumbags over there who are who are looking like wolves, yeah?
Okay.
But they're flipping sheep's breath. These
All
brothers are sheep, bro. The minute, a result or two goes bad, all that confidence is going to get drained out of them.
Okay.
Every little last bit of it.
We'll be
And
there this season, Balitech. We'll be, and
we'll
also, by the way,
definitely be there.
what's wrong? Your analogy earlier on. What's wrong with finishing fast?
What's wrong with finishing fast? Well, obviously, when you finish fast, you didn't really enjoy it, and neither did she.
Nah,
So,
fam. A good first half is better than a boring 180 minutes, fam. What are you talking about?
Thanks for letting us know how you roll, yeah.
Shout to Caesar,
I was talking about myself, though. Big up, Peter.
Bro, you gotta let one out before you meet her, bro. So
It's called drills. You know, you gotta do some drills before. Oh man. No, but did you hear what Balitech was saying though? He's saying that they'll always crumble. They'll always crumble. But the depth that they have, bro, is different this year, bro. That's I understand the agenda when the agenda has to agenda, but also sometimes you gotta look at reality and say
they have to win it, bro.
They
must win it.
They will.
We need them to win it, bro. Because City, they're not our rivals, bro. I understand the London guys here. I understand you have friends, you have this. I don't care about your friends, to be honest with you. I care about my club. I care about, first of all, if City win it, the Pep and Fergie conversations. People are already putting Pep over Fergie. If he wins it again, just another addition to their agenda. I don't want for us Fergie will never be below Pep, never ever. But for the rivals, for the haters, for the Man United haters, it's just another proof that for them that Pep is better than Fergie. And you know how people. I said in 2025, I said on New Year's 31st of December, I said we need to leave scholars, but the Twitter scholars and hipster managers, we need to leave them in 2025, bro.
Right? Actually,
that's why I said hell no about De Zerbi, bro. We need to leave them in 2025.
Yo, let me see what the poll is saying. You said hell no to De Zerbi.
Hell no,
my
bro.
God. 80% say no to De Zerbi. 20 people have voted, bro. Why? Why is there no love for De Zerbi?
Smart people, bro.
No. Okay,
I don't want, bro.
The poll is
see how many times he's a nutcase, bro. He no room for mistakes, but we're all human, bro. We all make mistakes. With him, no room for mistakes. He's fighting the players. He even rushed out a USA guy, I don't remember, an American guy, rushed him out because he made a little mistake in training, and he sold him, bro. Like, that won't go here. Like, in Man United, that won't pass, bro. Imagine Bruno does a little mistake and you want him gone. You know what a fan base will do to you.
Yeah. So he's a very impulsive manager. He's a bit like, it feels like he makes decisions out of emotion.
Yeah, Of course, he's a nutcase, and I don't want him near Man
So
United.
who would you rather have as the manager?
Michael Carrick, bro.
Carrick hasn't done shit yet, guys. Come on, man. Come on. I understand the good feeling so far, but let's talk after Spurs about Carrick. Nah, Peter. Nah. Kenny says Enrique or nothing for me. Yeah, this one game merchant gotta chill, though. Nah, fam. I'm not hearing it. Big up, we deserve better. You're on mute. I Uncle, we deserve better. It could be the audio settings. Come on. Go to google.com. It's nice to see him struggle. Young Puppy in the building. What's up, bro?
Hold on, my boy.
Oh, man. Hey, Pep Guardiola tears are all over the streets, bro.
Yeah, that guy has been a fraud. Without money, he can't dance for the Arabs and all of that there. Without the money, he ain't dancing.
You think like they've been pouring money though? They've poured money since like even from last transfer window, the transfer window before that, the January transfer window. They've been pouring money. You know, matter of fact,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
if I remember correctly, they
I was basically getting off of the whole fact of when you were saying about him being above Fergie and the haters, when you and Peter was
yeah.
talking. Fergie didn't obviously he made record signings, yes. Difference though, he didn't need 100 mil to make a record signing and all of that there, or even close to $1 billion to make no but his fucking record signings.
You see this that I have on the screen, Young Puppy? Following the signing of Mark Gahey, Guardiola has now spent over 800 million, more than the next closest manager since he joined Man City.
Yeah, it must be nice. It must be nice.
Wow. So the problem is not money. What's the problem?
I mean, to be fair, my I hate to get into it, but my old man's a City fan for diabolical reasons. But it's only because I'm a United fan. That's all. Literally the only reason. Then he uses the whole Sean Goda and boom boom blah bullshit. I don't believe in it though. But anyways, I even told my daddy this year it would be a little bit difficult for City based on their court dates and all, like them getting the court and dealing with the
No, the
115
courts
charges.
they've kept quiet about the charges. I don't even know.
No, they have been quiet. I'm saying the media has been quiet. That doesn't mean that they're not dealing with that type of stuff. I'm not even using that as an excuse. I'm loving it. I'm loving life over this side, to be fair. Charge free, all of that there. Yeah, go ahead. Deal with your little court dates and all of that there. So the focus ain't on football, all football, how they've been able to, basically, is the point that I made with my old man. They have more than just football right now. They've already axed out the media. I guess they done good on that. That's something United needs to learn how to fucking do. But no matter what, we'll always be, hated or do it, never ignored. So, that's the only thing. They're not just focused on football. They're focused on their little premature legacy that they have and all of that there as well within the last 10 years. That's all they're trying to protect, as well as play some football as well. That's how I view it. I could be wrong. It could be more to it. It could be less to it. It could just be them being shit. But that was just my take on it, my views on it. They're worrying about more than football. They're actually doing like what a bigger club has to deal with in life. Like United has everything against them, like the media, football fans are either the for United or against United. You know, the fans are still there. Um, it's just everything that's just
Bro,
wrong with
Man
United. Like,
City,
you know, hinder
Man,
our
Ci-
football.
Man City are spending like that on a rebuild, and we're like the ones that are not on a rebuild. If you're just gonna compare like how we're moving lately, but my question for you is: will Guardiola actually be able to like revive this sinking ship in time? Is he washed? Is he finished in your opinion?
No, no,
Okay.
I don't think he will be able to, but I think it has more so to do with him slightly ready to leave England, like everybody was pretty much stating before. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it as well. He's just kind of ready to leave England as it is. He still gets what he wants, but
Okay.
that's just
All right.
that's just the difference.
Okay. Last question. I mean, we'll have the Arsenal preview later on, but Mazraoui will be back, bro. Do you start him or do you um keep keep it as it is?
Uh it's a bit of that. That's actually a bit of a tough one for me personally because I would be biased on the fact that I don't want Dallo playing, and so I'm just gonna be honest with that. I'm gonna be biased with that. So it, yeah, yeah, there's that. Start him
So
if
who
that's
do
the
you
case.
pick?
If it,
If young Papi was the manager, who do you pick?
I'm picking Mazraoui over Dallo. Dallo has to get out of this. He wouldn't even be in this club if I was the manager from summertime. He would have been axed out. I would have what? I
Oh,
would have talked shit on him so hard
you
as a
guys,
fucking
you
manager.
don't reward. It's not meritocracy right now. Dallo
Reward
ending
what? What are we rewarding?
up.
A
Okay,
Rap's mistake to not give him a rare card? That's be
okay. Talking too much sense. Calm down, young Bobby. Sin bin for sense, bro. Oh, nobody's standing up for Dallo, you know? And I don't even think we deserve better is gonna do that anyway. So oh no, the connection.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
That was good. 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 You got me.
I
So
I would start Mazraoui straight away at right back. Della can hold bench for the next 6 months until we sell him. Go on.
guys, he did all right at the end. He redeemed himself. Like, he started off shitty. He got the yellow, but then he was putting in dangerous balls that, like, actually Dello should have had an assist that game.
I get it, but pound for pound, Mazraoui is a better player. Pound for pound. And I think against Arsenal, I'd be much more confident, much more happier with Mazraoui at right back over Dillon. Because defensively, I don't think he's got it. And we're going to need to be quite defensive against Arsenal. You know, all this stuff about Carrick, I hear it. Look, I'm at the point as well because I don't know who you bring in anymore. You could bring in the top manager, and at this club, they could sink, and you could bring in someone, say, like a Carrick, and, on one game, they succeed. But it's one game. If we lose against Arsenal, could you imagine the chaos that happens on the Sunday or the Monday? Could you imagine?
And you know why? You know why? Because we beat City. Had we not beat City, the expectations for the Arsenal game would have been different. Because right now, we could do a poll. If I asked, oh, would you take a point versus Arsenal?
I want 3 points.
You want
I want 3 points. I want us to win every single game to the end of the season. I just want that. I think we're owed it. I think we're owed it. It's not only this season. It's been about 13 years.
Let me rephrase my question. Do you think we're going to beat Arsenal? Not do you want. Do you think?
Look, you look at them on form. They're the most informed team at the moment in the Premier League, right? They've won 4 and they've drawn 2. So they've only lost 2 matches all season. But their stats. And the same thing about City. We just need to want it more. If you want it more, if you get to the ball quicker than your opponent, if you find your opponent quicker than they can intervene the ball, you succeed. So I just want Man United to show the same passion that they had against Man City. And yeah, there's no reason why not. And we have one game a week. There's no reason why we can't do that performance week in, week out to the end of the season. One game a week, we've got no pressure on us. All these lads need to do is just go out there and play with confidence, be clinical, play as a team, find each other, have fun. You know, like Carrick said, all he's going to do is give them a stage to show what they have. And all he's going to do around them is guide them. You know, and look, you saw Mainu last game. Amazing, prolific. So, and that guy's been stone cold for most of the season. He hasn't had any minutes. So, I like where we're going. I'm going to have the faith. I'm going to be shameless. I want us to win every single match to the end of the season. Why not? We're Man United.
Tough ask, but I hear it. I'm with you. Okay. What about the fact that what do you think about Pep Guardiola, by the way? Do you think
so?
Yeah.
Do you think my thinking on Pep?
Huh? Yeah. I'm just curious if you think like he's finished or not.
Sorry, I keep interrupting you. I'm bloody rude. My view on Pep is this. I think at the back of his mind, he knows about the cheating that's been gone on, right? The 130 charges are still there. The guy's already was trying to get out the door last summer. So I think he knows that. And I think that plays into his mindset because he's quite an emotional guy as well. And I think that's there. I think that's there. And I think that's going to keep intervening every single time they've got an opportunity to succeed. I think the noise is there in his head, and I think the players are aware of it, so the noise is there too. They've got some new, fresh bodies which won't play into that noise, but I think that's a part of it. And I think as long as that happens, City won't win the league. I fully expect Arsenal to win the league, and I'm in London, but I know Man United's history, and I grew up with it. Leeds are a disgusting club. City are our rivals, and Liverpool cannot get 21 leagues. As long as those three don't win the Premiership, I don't care who wins it.
Come on. Give it to Aston Villa. Give it to somebody else. Please. What about even Chelsea doesn't bother you, right?
No, they're hit and miss teams, right? They're bought by billionaires, and they're flooded with money. But all Chelsea are now, they're just like the eBay equivalent of football. They're just traders. That's all they do. They buy loads of players.
Yourself the season.
eBay equivalent of football. You cooked there. What's weird is that we have a similar recruitment model with Chelsea, though. That's the part for me that I'm like, wow, like what we deserve. What do you mean? What do you mean?
We don't. We don't. So what they do is they buy about 6 or 7 players for one position. We're lucky if we get one player for one position, but the players we get in always have a route. The thing that attracted players coming to this club was the pathway to the first team, and we do that. Heaven has come in. Isn't it lovely to see him playing football and getting his opportunity? And other players are coming in. And what Carrick will do? There was a disruption for 14 months. Even during that disruption, people were still getting in. We don't buy loads of players. We're starting to plug the academy hole, which is really, really important because you've got to have a few players that you do sell on. Right, sure. But what we did this summer was we bought first teamers. Every single one of those signings are playing in the first 11. So we don't have Chelsea's model. I don't know what Chelsea's model is. They've got about 55 players.
We deserve better. It's similar in the sense of quality, not quantity of players. Like the profile we go for is young. Chelsea have been now ever since Todd Bowley. They've been buying players, giving them 6-year contracts and so forth. But we don't do it the exact same. That's why I didn't say we're the exact same model, but we have a similar in the sense like we go for the Lenny Euros now, we go for the Sescos now, for the Dorgus, the projects. There is obviously every now and then you'll get the Mazraoui, you'll get the Cunha, you get like a little bit of like experience here and there, but like in general, it feels like we are closer to Chelsea and recruitment model than say Man City, for example.
I think we're closer to Liverpool. I think what we do is we get a few young players in that have longevity and are slightly unproven, but we take a gamble on that because we need to. And we get players that need to come in and hit the ground running. And this is what I love about, I think our model is quite exclusive. We've, in the last 17 months of Ineos, we've got players that are going to hit the ground running. We've got players that are young enough to, that can show something, but will develop in the next year or two. And then we've got players for the academy. I think it's a great model. I think that's the perfect model that you need. You need to have that because that's sustainability. We aren't buying players now that are in their 30s. We're not looking at players that are 28 or above. With the exception, and the only exception I would do is you bring in a Ruben Neves. I'd be quite happy like that. Oh yeah, and just quickly, remember we were talking about the shorts, the Moroccan shorts, right? These are my shorts. So these are shorts I wear. They're quite short. Do you not think?
Yo, shout the season, man.
Oh God. I kind of knew where this was going, you know.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
My apologies, Eddie.
That creased me up so much, man. I was so. Unless I'm missing a reference, what was the shorts thing about, right? Or shall we just move on?
I think yesterday I was talking about we're looking, we're doing AFCON like review, looking at the kits and stuff, and then from there I looked at the Cameroon kit and I made a comment that Cameroon usually have really nice like designs, and then they had one time where like the jerseys were cut like this, they were like like vests, but then they had really short shorts, like the shorts were like really like they were giving like Brazil 1980, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We deserve better. I kept on saying, "Oh no, those shorts are the good ones." So that's how we got here.
I don't know how they used to play in them shorts, man, back in that day, because like there's just like, where's the room for your for your things to breathe?
I know, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, no, but how you doing, bro? How you doing? You've been listening to the show.
Yeah.
Tell me where you at, bro.
Yeah, man. I just gotta say you're doing well. Yeah, you're doing well to trigger a lot of conversation, because as soon as you started talking about Pep, I was like, I gotta try and call in here, because this some people are calling him a fraud nowadays. I think that's way too extreme, right? Mm-hmm. You can't. People say, privilege of having all the money. You've discussed it, other people have discussed, the oil money, and it's like, yeah, okay, he's got privilege. I get that, but we can't forget the amount of influence he's had on the game in terms of this counter press. I know it's not original, but he's reinvented the counter press. When you lose possession, counter press for I think it's 7 seconds or 8 seconds after you lose the ball. The high line stuff, not original, but he reinvented it, right? He did the box midfield. I think that was during when they won the Champions League, the treble that they won. There's loads of these little things like. You're right, bro. You need a sneeze button.
I'm allergic. I'm allergic. I'm sneezing because I'm allergic to BS.
Oh, bro. Okay, go on then. What's the BS? Go on then.
So you're saying?
Go on, Mr. Sinden.
Let's unpack what you just said. You said Pep Guardiola invented or reinvented, as you said.
Reinvented, yeah.
The counter press.
Yeah.
The counter press, people been pressing before Pep Guardiola. People been pressing high before Pep Guardiola arrived. You said you said also what did you say? You said the second point was I think you was trying to say something about the wing backs, right? Or did I
Oh,
make
yeah,
that up?
so I said counter press. I said box midfield, right? That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like here's the thing. Here, like he did bring some ideas that were not like being done in the Premier League at this time, but they've been done before. They've been done like it's by different managers at different times. Like even like people like right now when I was having a conversation about Ruben Amorim's back three, right? And
Mhm.
people were saying, "Oh, that's never ever actually happened at Manchester United." You know that Sir Matt Busby used to play a back three, and I actually didn't know this. I had to look it up because obviously I wasn't familiar with the way Sir Matt Busby used to play. But
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was just one of the things that I'm just like realizing that you can make a narrative because Pep has been like successful the last couple of years. You
Mhm.
can make a narrative and say, "Oh, he's brought this to the Premier League," when some of these ideas have been there. He just put them together and was successful, and people just easily run with the narrative that he's this great inventor when he's a good
Okay,
coach.
but let me
Yeah.
before you carry on there, you did rudely interrupt with the sneeze, right? Because
Yeah.
there's other parameters, there's other things he's brought, right? You
Okay.
can't
All right.
overlook the reinvention of that tiki-taka, yeah? Do you want to dispute that, other people were doing tiki-taka here and there and being successful? You have to go back to like Johan Cruyff. That's ages ago. This is why I said the reinvention. There's a big amount of stuff that he's put together. He's done his research on these other managers like Johan Cruyff and brought it and said, I'm going to come and dominate, but I need my high-class players. That's where his kryptonite is. He can't, I don't know, for some reason, you can't coach some of these average guys to do some of the high concepts. I guess that kind of makes sense. You do need to have a lot of, what do you call it, mind, a lot of space in your mind to remember all of these things that Pep's telling you. People like Alain and Cushion up in defence. I don't know why he thinks they could go to Old Trafford. I remember saying this on your Good, Bad and Ugly show, man. Like, expecting them guys to go and do all the tiki-taka, all that stuff at Old Trafford it's ridiculous, right? So
I hear
you can't disrespect him in that regard, in his expectations to get an average team to do, that tiki-taka football, that playing at the back.
Sure. Okay, I'll give you this. Shout out to KG Sky High Sports, by the way, saying that wasn't a reinvention. You could argue maybe a reintroduction. I think actually that's a really
Okay.
nice way to phrase it, reintroduction. But I hear the point about like tiki taka, which I feel like is a Barcelona thing more than a Man City thing. I've seen
Mhm.
Man City holding possession of the ball longer, having a little bit of like those, especially the time when Man City was playing the false nine. That time that was a Man City that was actually very, very dominant, and I
True.
wouldn't call it tiki taka. They were passing the ball. It was like, okay, there was one touch passing many times, but it was a little bit more nuanced than like the Barcelona style of tiki taka. So
Okay.
I don't know if I'll go as far as saying that he brought tiki taka to the Premier League, like you're saying.
So can I just ask you real quickly then? Are you agreeing with the idea that he's a fraud, or are you saying like what's your view?
I think
Like,
he's a good manager who chooses his projects carefully. He's like he wants to drive the Lamborghinis and doesn't want to try
yeah.
a Subaru or try like something a Volvo. Like he chooses. He looks at the best players at the moment and wants to go to a project that already has investments from the past, already has like a certain level of foundation, a certain base level. If it's below,
So are you saying, just real quickly, are you saying he has to go and prove himself at that lower level?
Like Pep would never
Come
accept
on.
like Carlo Ancelotti like accepting Everton job type of situation. That would never happen.
Okay. Did you see how quick he went back to Real Madrid, bro? Did you see how quick he ran from the average team?
You're gonna go, Eddie.
Yeah. So what was the point of the Everton thing, bro?
Nah, the Everton thing was he actually wanted to challenge himself and try build like a team that's struggling and try make it powerful. And
did he succeed?
Well, these other factors now, if James Rodriguez stayed fit, maybe would be talking a different story, right?
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Come on,
Nah.
bro.
You gotta at least reward the fact that he did not shy away from a challenge like Everton, because Pep Guardiola would not pick up an Everton phone call. You know that.
Okay, cool. So let's go and see Pep manage Brentford for a season and then run to PSG as soon as
If
they
that
call.
happens,
That's going to be
Pep
worth it.
Guardiola at Brentford, Pep at Fulham.
We will be there. We will be there.
Oh no, that was no, bro. Come on now. You think
Bro.
we'll take like a team like that?
Nah, bro. I heard a great analogy from someone on a different channel. They said, if you're a guy messing with some high class woman, those proper top level women, right? Why are you gonna go down to a level where you need to get a woman to go and shower, to fix her up, to actually get some plastic surgery? Why are you gonna mess with scrubs after you tasted the top level? It's not gonna happen, bro. I don't know what Ancelotti was on, but I don't think we're gonna see a trend of managers doing that. Come on, man. Pep was scratching his head last season. He's not going to the Brentford. Come on, man. Imagine that.
Oh my god. I gotta sit with you for that example, you know. This is so much misogyny. SLD says you tasted Georgia Smith and you want to save Kim K. Nah, guys, come on. Oh my god. Doctor, I don't know.
Hey.
What do you think about what Eddie just said?
It's crazy, okay? Crazy. Anyway, I have to be quick because, as you know, shit's happening in real life. First of all, Pep, I agree with the fact. I don't remember who said that. Maybe it was Eddie, but somebody said it. Pep may leave in the summer, and he in the back of his mind he has the charges in the back of his mind, because recently I read somewhere or I heard somewhere on it has to be in one of these channels, that the charges, like, they're gonna do it next year. They've been like, the whole court case has been moved to next year or something like that, or later on this year, and it's a whole thing. So it's best for him not to even be at this club anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like then probably they spent money on great players, but it's the cohesion, you know. They're individually they're great, but like
But they like
in
cohesion.
pairs or as an 11, it's not going well. That's one.
Like,
Two.
Why is it not going well for the collective?
Look, they're not my club. I don't care. They can't go well. Okay, just like We Deserve Better said, we don't like City, we don't like Leeds, we definitely don't like Liverpool. Me personally, I live in London. I know way too many Arsenal fans. I don't want them to win the league. So go Villa, up the Villa. You know, even them, I'm starting to get pissed off at them because this is the second time they've drop points when they were this close to being second place. Are you okay? You know what? I'm not even gonna get mad. Number two,
But
Arsenal will
they're
definitely.
investing. That definitely.
Oh yeah, Unai Emery is doing what he's supposed to do. Them being second or like top three. This is like in the past couple of years they've made Champions League football or Europa League football, and it's been great for them. It's really bringing in the revenue, and they're using it wisely, and their team is solid. So I like it. I'm impressed as someone outside the team looking in this, looking great. Arsenal will definitely slow down. I can bet a lot on it.
Based
but I'm
on
not
what?
gonna do it.
What's this assertion based on, Doctor?
It's my soul telling me, and they're still in 4 competitions. They cannot keep this up. I don't think they have that united.
All right.
You know,
What else is
they're
your
gonna
soul
say,
telling you? What else is your soul telling you?
that we're gonna win on Sunday. Did you see the path Pav really went and started betting on people, and shout out to him, because he's if we get a draw, he's winning $150 pounds. Sorry, if we win, even better. You know.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm always going to hope we win. I'm going to ignore that comment, Faith. I love you, but no. um,
So yesterday, were you happy with
no, it was not. That I wasn't. I wasn't.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway,
Kindly, because you're familiar with Arsenal players, what do you think? Who do you think is the better player to start? Merino.
I don't care. But you're not gonna do this to me. Stop asking me dumbass questions.
No,
Don't
no,
do this.
doctor. Like you're familiar with Arsenal players.
I'm not familiar with Arsenal players. I do not care. I do not care.
Okay,
I
all right.
honestly, truthfully don't. That's all. I wish I had enough money to be a season ticket holder for United. I wish. I don't have that cash. Okay. Number 2, Dallo. Now that Mazraoui is back, Dallo can go on the bench.
Come on, Dallo held his own last game.
And so what?
He cleaned up. So if
Mazraoui did great in AFCON.
If you reward Doctor, if you reward meritocracy, then you let Dallo play.
So are you trying to say Mazraoui is a worse player than Dallo?
No, I'm just trying to say Dallo played well last game.
He was a 6, and that's only me being nice. He's the entire season he's been trash.
Fizzled all the way to the. If there was somebody with a sensible brain to attack that ball on the far post, Dallo would have had an assist.
So you're gonna ignore that tackle he did on Doku?
Locked down Doku. You're gonna ignore somebody who just locked down one of the most informed wingers in the league right now.
No.
You're gonna reward him with the bench.
Yes, Mazraoui did great in AFCON. He can come back and do greater in EPL.
Okay.
I know. SLD, I know.
I'm just gonna find out what you guys think about the player doing well.
Let it go. Elsa said you should let it go. Look, you have to learn from that cartoon. Let it go. Elsa said let it go. Don't make me start singing the song.
Please don't sing it.
Because my voice is horrible and it's cold here. I really don't want to be singing like that. Anyway, Maz is back. It's great. Chef's kiss. I'm staying it now. I feel like Gyökeres with his Timberland boots is not gonna do shit. Our striker is better than whatever striker we have. In fact, I'm gonna say this: our striker is better than him. So.
Okay. So
the only person I think like Raya, he has his moments of making mistakes. If we capitalize on that, we'll win. And I feel like I trust Carrick to do a thing. Now after that, it's I think we have Newcastle, Spurs, and somebody else next. Those 2 games and Fulham. Those 3 games are key because these are big clubs we're playing. It's the ones around us. Fulham is a couple of points behind us. Newcastle also, and Spurs. They're bottom of the league.
Yeah.
So reckless one. You know what?
Doctor, you keep getting derailed off of your thoughts because you look at the comment section too much.
Is it my fault? It's right there. It's right there.
Okay, let me save you. Big up, Doc. But she raised an important question about which is connected to the conversation we had yesterday about which Arsenal player is the most important to the Arsenal, success. And I think if David Raya could get injured during warm-ups or something, we'll give thanks. If Gabriel or Declan Rice could get injured during warm up. And not a long term injury, just like a little feel like a niggle. I can't play. That would be give thanks moment again. Everybody else, it's okay. I mean, even Saka doesn't scare me too much, but we need to make sure that we get the points. We will do this. We'll do a proper conversation, a proper Manchester United versus Arsenal review later on today. So kindly stick around for that. Make sure, even if you're not there, hit the like button right now on that stream, because I think it's already set up. And also there's some more Champions League action later on. Yale saying United are not interested in Ndidi. United not interested in the dude from AC Milan, and United not interested in Neves. Don't think we're getting anyone. Ben Jacobs made up another story. Ben Jacobs with his, there's a mystery midfielder. Oh, stand by. My God. All he's cooking is nothing but cereal. Ben Jacobs. High Spot says, I worry that Dalot is going to get targeted for his low IQ defensive weakness and Licha for his height. They only score set pieces. You might be onto something there. Is Dalot good at defending set pieces? Because we need somebody that can make sure that they also cover that far post, So, yeah, serious conversations need to be had. Big decisions need to be made for this weekend. We will make sure that we're here for the Manchester United, for the preview for Arsenal versus Manchester United. So don't forget to hit the notification bell. Thank you to everybody that called in, everybody that commented, and everyone that hit the like button. Yeah, on that token, I will also remind you that, guys, let's not forget that we want the Glazers out of this club. Just because we beat Man City doesn't mean we should stop protesting. It doesn't mean we should stop actually caring about the future of our club and forgetting where the parasites have been taking us. So find your way to make your voice heard, find your way to protest, and also try and make a difference. Because I want to see us win, but I also want to see the Glazers out of this club. Man, let's end the show with just some snippets from the Manchester derby when Kobe Mainoo was cooking. Boy, that boy good. That boy good. Let's enjoy this, because obviously, copyright. They're going to take this part of the video away. But look at this. Mainoo blocking Doku. Boom. Shout out to Kobe Mainoo. Look at this. Fast forward a little later on. Look, keep your eyes on Mainoo. Who's that? Is that Semenyo? Semenyo cooking Luke Shaw. And then guess what Kobe Mainoo does? Get out of here. Come on, man. That's our style, boy. That's the stone that the builder rejected, the Portuguese builder. Let's see what else Mainoo does. He had the big stove on. Kobe Mainoo receives the ball. Matter of fact, when we started playing rondos, you could say Kobe Mainoo was integral in the triangle that started the rondos. Look at that. Him to Bruno, to Mainoo, to Casemiro. Oh, was that Semenyo sent to the shops? Oh, he was given a shopping list. Yay, yay. He was sent to the next life. Let's see it one more time. Kobe Mainoo with just a little body feint. Good night. Wow. The star boy. Star boy. Let's see the last action from Mainoo. Who's that? Is that Silva to Semenyo? And then Semenyo loses it to Mainoo. Come on. This guy, I don't know if you guys are aware of this stat, but Kobe Mainoo covered the most ground in that Manchester derby. That's Kobe Boateng Mainoo. Maino did have some good moves, but the two-touch pass masterclass from United was something to behold. But Maino does need to apologize for the stunt with the free Maino shirt. Does he, though? I think that was his brother. That was his brother. Maino should not apologize for nothing. Because High Sport says Kobe Maino is my son. Let me make sure I close the poll that we had going on. Everybody rejected. 75% of the people said Roberto De Zerbi to be Man United manager. Hell to the no, while 25% said yes. Interesting. 1 in 4 people want De Zerbi in this community. I wonder who the other 3 people want.